So we're here with Nicky and Louise from NABS, which is a charity for wellness in the advertising industry. Thank you so much for taking the time
Thank you for having
to
us.
be here today. So please explain what NABS is, what the charity does, and maybe describe a few case studies of what you have seen so far.
Yeah, sure. So NABS is the charity for anyone working in advertising and media. So media owners, creative agencies, media agencies, and everybody in between. We are entirely funded by voluntary donations from the industry that we support. And we are entirely focused on advancing the mental wellness of individuals across our industry. And we do so many things to help support the mental wellness, especially in tough times like it has been across the world, but also obviously when we take a spotlight onto our industry. So you asked about case studies and testimonials, and I think it's really helpful actually because it's a good way of bringing to life the services. So you could call NABS for a number of reasons, personal or professional issues. If we take a subject like mental health and mental wellness, we get people that call us who are feeling anxious. They might come through to our advice line service. They're feeling anxious, maybe suffering from poor sleep, poor eating habits, lack of concentration. And it could be a number of reasons, could be any reason. You might not have a good relationship with your manager. You might be struggling to manage a team. Might be struggling with long hours, and it's all starting to have an impact on your mental health. So you can come and talk to NABS. We have a team of trained advisors and coaches. We have a brilliant one-to-many service, which is built on an insight that we got that community does a lot to help mental health. So we bring people together across the industry and do group workshop sessions that are either therapy-led or coach-led, and they can be anything from managing grief to navigating anxiety to neurodiversity. So yeah, there's loads of
Covers a broad spectrum.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever the need.
One thing that we found is that increasingly the personal and the professional are meshed. So if someone has a concern in their personal life, they will inevitably bring that into their professional life. If you're stressed at home, or if you're worried about global events, as many people are, then you will bring that into the office.
Vice versa.
Exactly. So it's about encouraging people to be open to those conversations at work, to create psychologically safe spaces where people can have those discussions, and equipping managers throughout the industry with the skills that they need so that they can support people to say, I'm worried about something, I need some help, and then to reach out to NABS. We're also really keen for people to understand mental wellness isn't a nice to have. It's not an add-on. It's something that should be embedded throughout all of your working practices, throughout everything you do. It's everything from how you're arranging meetings. Do you have a meetings culture which is causing stress? Or are you respecting the way that people work to give them space throughout the day? Through to, are you looking at neurodiverse needs, as Nicky mentioned before? There's so much to think about and so much to talk about. And that's why NABS is here to help people throughout that process so that we can foster an industry where people can really come and be themselves and be their creative, wonderful selves. And if they are worried, which at points they will be, they know where to turn to.
Perfect.
Yeah. And of course, we couldn't do any of that as a charity. We couldn't do any of that, could we, without the brilliant support from the industry. But we need so much more support. We've seen demand for NAB services grow and continue to rise. We took over 5,000 calls last year. We've over 14,000 touch points with all of our services that we provide to the industry for free. And we're able to do that because companies donate, but we need many more donations. So a big shout out to any companies out there who want to join the NABS community and want to get involved. Please get in touch and support.
Perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time, and thank you for the work that you do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.